I told them, I'll tell you. Mark was here, David was here. 2 years ago, I had a really good team. We beat Villanova, rocking and rolling. Doggone Dan Earl comes in here, and we couldn't catch up to them. They played a good ball game. We didn't play very well, and we had to hang on. And we had the same thing. Tonight, different situation. We hadn't beaten Villanova. Credit them. Credit Charleston Southern. Those guys played a good ball game. They got a couple of kids can really score in 12 and 13. 14's a moose in the post. So I don't think it was as much. My team played poorly. We weren't great. We weren't real good on either end, but those guys came in here to fight, and fight they did, and they're well coached. And having said all that, supposed to win, and we did that. So we're not no fire and brimstone in that locker room or tomorrow. We turn our attention to the Gophers of Minnesota and load it up and get ready to go for Monday.
Mike, Lynn Kidd played
He really played a really good ball game, Mark. He played a really good ball game. Kept some things alive on the glass. On a night when Grant didn't have his best stuff, 5 offensive rebounds, 8 overall, 11 points. Mutz had a couple of beautiful interior passes. Really a nice job. I'm a little surprised that Malijal didn't play more. He's just such a presence defensively. So good for Lynn Kidd.
I mean, how has Lynn gone from a guy who played so little for you last year to a guy that you trusted down the stretch tonight?
He worked. I just told Mike and Zach, I believe in basketball gods. They're in every basketball facility, and they smile upon those that work on their game and are serious. And he had an unbelievable summer in the weight room, on the floor. He'll be over here tomorrow. We practice at 3. He'll be over here tomorrow at 2:15 with 2 coaches, and he's getting his licks in. He's going to stay after practice and work on his fouls. He's in the office, all the time watching film, sometimes on his own. I'm proud. He has earned everything he is getting. Not a thing has been given to him. David, go ahead. I think I can hear you.
Mike, what did you think about your group's defense?
I thought it was, David, it wasn't, we were a step slow to the ball, all right? A couple of those, they made 6 first half threes. They're just a step slow in some of those longer chips and those longer coverages. The ball was moved. The ball was too comfortable. Their rhythm shots were too comfortable. We couldn't get them under duress, and we knew that 12 and 13 could really shoot the ball. They had one kid, Brian. This is the game. All right. Brian comes in here. I think he's 1 for 10 coming into the game, and he looks like Jerry West out there. I mean, it was 3 for 3 played good ball for them.
Mike, considering your next 2 games are Minnesota and North Carolina, are you close to where you want to be, how you want to be playing?
I think we are, Mark. I think we are. We're not that far off. We didn't have a real good pop to us offensively tonight. The offensive part of it is really the least of my concerns. I've got a good offensive group. Still experiencing some growing pains here defensively, but we're going to get there. They've got the want to.
4th straight close game, and you won 3 of them. Is that encouraging for you?
Well, we're going to get a lot more out of that. I would like to win by 30. It's a lot more relaxing. But, you come in at halftime up 20, and you're trying to keep their attention and encourage and hang in there, la, 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 la. We will get a lot out of that. We'll get a lot more out of that than a blowout. Always have, and I've had several of those in my career. So it'll pay dividends down the line.
Coach Mutz has 9 rebounds tonight. He's averaging about 2 rebounds more than any point in his career so far this season. Where has he grown in that area to kind of become a big-time rebounder for
Justin.
you guys? Yeah, Justin.
Well, he's got such a nose for it, and he's one of those guys that he's 6'7". I guess he's listed at 6'7". He plays a lot bigger than that. His arms are so long, and he gets his hands on so many things. And the experience in April and May, well, it didn't do any my favors for my blood pressure or my state of mind this spring. That experience for him, basketball-wise, was invaluable. He was playing against great players every day in preparation for the NBA draft. And when he did come to the decision to come back, he's just seeing the game in a different lens than ever before on both ends of the floor. He wasn't great tonight defensively. He's typically outstanding night in, night out. The ball got by him a couple of times on the baseline, but that will be corrected on Monday when the Gophers come to town.
And then you mentioned already with that experience, how much is that kind of combined with 4+ years now of collegiate experience kind of made him a guy where you can trust, just like he did tonight in the final 4 minutes, kind of take over a game?
He's everything. He and Couture, they've just been, I don't worry about them. I don't say anything to them. Literally don't. They say more to me in different coverages and during timeouts. They're chirping as much as I am. They have that kind of juice in our locker room. Again, 2 guys, Justin in particular, that have been around the game a long time, and it's important to them, and just really, really good basketball players.
And then with Rodney Rice, where is he at kind of at this point in his recovery?
Yeah, he's doing great. He's getting closer. All right. I'm not going to tell you when. Okay. He's going to. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Rodney Rice is going to come back when he's healthy. All right. He's close. Okay. I don't know it's going to be Monday. I don't know that it's going to be, 10 days from now. Rodney Rice is going to play when Rodney Rice is healthy. That's the bottom line. Okay, I don't know when the hell that's going to be.
And John was in a boot today?
John's in a boot. Hurt his ankle a little bit. I would say it's a week, 10-day heal. He's got some discoloration in it. Swelling went down considerably today. He's going to be back pretty quickly. Anybody else?
You heard it Sunday in the Charleston game?
No. It was Wednesday. Today's Friday. It was Wednesday. Step on somebody's foot and it flipped over. He'll be back. He'll be back rather quickly. Happy Thanksgiving a day late.